What's up, YouTube? And I'm back with another one, okay? So today, basically, I was actually gonna wait to drop a video tomorrow. I think today is Monday. I get lost in time. I was gonna drop a video tomorrow, but I decided just to, give you guys a nice little video today, okay? So today, basically, I'm gonna do 5 things I wish I knew before I started investing, okay? So as you know, I started investing, now it's about like 7 months ago. Started like last year, around December or November, around that time. So now it's been about like seven plus months. And I'm just gonna give you guys things that I wish I knew before I started investing, okay? And these things, they should help you, and they will help you guys out, because as I'm going along now, I'm noticing things as well, and I'm just seeing certain things, and it's just making me a better investor, a better trader. And I know that you guys will want to know some of these stuff too, just not jump ahead and have to learn. So right now I'm giving you guys things that I wish I knew before I started investing, okay? So we're gonna get straight into it, all right? So number one, this is the most important one probably. You're not gonna make millions overnight. It's a slow grind, and that's pretty much it. You're not gonna make money overnight. It's a slow grind. You're not gonna hop into investing and expect to make like a 200% return in the next couple of days. It's not how it really works, honestly. It's a slow grind, especially if you're doing a long-term investment. And to me, it's mostly savings, really, in my opinion. The way I view investing is mostly, you have money sitting in your account, and you're just like, okay, what can I do with this extra cash I have? You don't want to just sitting in your account, or you don't want to put it into a savings account with like 1.2 interest rate or something like that. So you decide to, you might want to start investing, which I do feel like everybody should start investing, because when you have just liquid cash or just money just sitting around, it actually depreciates in value, okay? So your money's always depreciating thanks to inflation. And right now we're actually going through probably a good case of inflation due to the amount of money that the Fed is printing, okay? So, on average, they say that deflation happens in the US about 2% a year. So your money is losing value every single year. So if you just have it, even if you have it in a high interest savings account that's like 2% interest, you're barely making even. Or if you have it like 1.5, you're still losing money, like still losing value in the long run. So yeah, it's kind of confusing, but you'll get it. So basically, to me, you're not gonna make millions overnight. Not at all. You will have some good investments. You just gotta just focus and look at a company and just, do your however you feel like you should invest. Look at the balance sheets, look at their debt, look at their liabilities, look at their income, look at their earnings per shares. Just look at certain things that can help signal to you that, oh, this company, it's a good company, and this company is something that's not so good. And yeah, so basically, you're not gonna make millions overnight. Don't come into the stock market thinking you're gonna make that overnight. Really, you want to start thinking about it as a long-term investment, okay? That will help you tremendously if you think about it as you're investing long-term, and not you're trying to make a gain in like out of nowhere, okay? Because when you're going with that mindset of flipping, that's when you lose the most money, okay? So start with the long-term investment and learn everything else as you go along. So you're not gonna make millions overnight. 2, you need a decent amount of money to start, pretty much, if you want to day trade or even do options successfully, okay? So like we already discussed what day trading is. Basically, you're buying a stock and you're selling it, the same stock, in the same day, okay? So when you do that, some people like to, they call it scalping or something like that, but I don't really day trade as much. I used to a little bit in the beginning, buy penny stocks, and if it goes up to a considerable amount in that day, I would sell it and make a small profit, not too much. So that's why I'm saying you need a decent amount of money to day trade. You can't expect to make really a huge amount of profit if you only have $100 and you're buying a company that's like $6 and it goes up to like $7. I mean, how much are you really going to make if you do the math? Okay, so you're not going to make that much. So you really need, on average, to day trade $1,000. To day trade and do options, you really need about 1,000. There's different types of options. You can sell options, right? So with that, you actually need more money because they take collateral to sell options. and you can do options, puts, and calls, and you know pretty much you need money to start day trading or to do options or anything, and that is the truth. People say that you don't, but you really do. You need about 1,000, honestly, especially if you're buying penny stocks and you want to, you know, if it goes from like 0.023 or something like that, if it goes from like 23 cents to like, you know, 30 cents, and you put in something's worth of $1,000 into it, then you made a decent amount of money. But if you only put in, it's like $60, you didn't make that much. Okay, so you do need money to start. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. This is the truth. All right, so number 3, groupthink and overhype can lead to your downfall 70% of the time. Okay, so excuse me, so this is coming from me. Groupthink can definitely lead to your downfall. I have a Webull, and Webull, there's people on Webull always telling you, oh, go for this biotech stock, go for this a penny stock, or, you know, like buy into this now because
It's going to the moon.
or is, you know, doing this, flipping, is going up, all types of stuff. But that will lead to your demise. Don't go in. It's a groupthink. It's also a part of fear of missing out. You know what I'm saying? So they call it FOMO, whatever they call it, fear of missing out. Yeah. So when you see like something's going up, you're like, oh man, I want to jump in and make a quick buck, you know, because you don't want to miss out. Pretty much you want to jump in and make a quick buck. I've done that myself, and it never ends well. Like, I always end up losing money. I mean, I probably gain some, like, you know, but still, it's never the best thing to do, especially if it's just something that you're just doing abruptly. First look at what's going on. Look at the chart, you know, especially if it's a penny stock. Most of the time, 70% of the time, as soon as you buy into it, it's probably gonna go down, most likely. And you're gonna be like, man, I should just got out of this. And you're gonna see, you're gonna jump into it because you're gonna do it. I already know you're gonna do it. You're gonna jump into it, and the next day, you're gonna be like, oh man, this dropped down, and you're gonna jump out. And then the next couple of days, it's gonna go back up, and you're gonna be like, oh man. And you might jump in again. You know what I'm saying? So group thinking is bad. You know what I'm saying? Always look into something before you go into it. And if you do, it's 70% of the time. But honestly, there's times where it can actually be beneficial. Okay? You just don't want to hop into something too late. Right? So, you know, you can do technical analysis, look at the charts. I'm not really the best technical analysis person there is. I've been trying with Forex. I've been trying to learn, but I got other things going on too. So I'm not really into the whole chart reading stuff. Because I don't consider myself too much of a day trader. I really like to do options more, if anything. And I'm trying to learn that before I really, you know, start doing other things, like maybe trying to do technical analysis and resistance and all that stuff for day trading. So yeah, that was number 3. Groupthink and overhype can lead to your downfall 70% of the time. Okay. Number 4, you will lose money. All right. I'm telling you this right now. You will lose money, but it's how you recover from that. So if you do options and you lose the money, or you know, you buy a stock and you lose money, whatever you do with that is up to you. So if you lose like maybe $1 or $2 or whatever you lose, or you drop like 20% and you decide to sell that stock, right? If you decide just to sell the stock and take back what you lost and deposit it back to your bank, you're probably the biggest loser. I'm not gonna lie. But if you decide maybe to put that money into another stock, and, you know, and that goes up tremendously, then you've actually recouped what you lost. Okay. And that's what I usually try to do. I lose money, but, you know, I don't like to take it back into my account. I kind of leave it there. Sometimes I might take it back into my account if I want the money, if I need it, if I feel like I lost too much, I'm trying to recoup. Like, it just depends on how I feel. If I didn't find any stock that I want to really put my money back into, then I might take it out. But, you know, you will lose money, man. I saw something today on Robinhood about Fitbit, and how, like, if you would invest into Fitbit like 10 years ago, 2000, whatever, 7, 8, or whatever, they said that to, like, if you invested not $10,000, $1,000 in Fitbit around, like, you know, 10 years ago, that today that $1,000 that you have would actually be worth $323. You lost money over the time. So you can lose money. See, Fitbit, the company started deteriorating. It was a dying company. You invested $10,000 at the peak, you know, when it was trading for the most. And then it steadily died off. That's what people don't tell you. Like, you can lose a lot of money. Look at Warren Buffett. He's lost money in Delta. He's lost money in other stocks as well. But, you know, they're trying to make it seem like it's not the biggest of deals, but trust me, to an average investor, you don't really want to lose money too much. So just be careful what you're investing into. And like I said, look at the 5-year chart, look at the max chart, and you can see the trajectory of that stock in the company and where it's going. All right. So you will lose money. All right. So yeah. So number 5, like I kind of just said it, look for companies that have constant growth in their chart. Okay. So this will tremendously help you out. That's how I got one of my stocks is doing the best right now. I looked at the 5-year chart and they had like this crazy incline upwards. And I'm just like, yeah, this is like, even if I end up losing money in the short term, this seems like something that over time is going to be profitable. You know, I looked at their balance sheet. They were in depth a little bit, but at the same time, I felt like it wasn't too much of a risk for me. So again, that's risk management. You know, you got to have risk management too. Don't be afraid to lose the money that you're investing into. You know, so whatever money you invest, just have it in mind that there's a possibility that you can lose this money that you have invested. Okay, so that's the thing. Always have in mind that you can lose it. Don't be attached to it too much. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much my top 5 things that I wish I knew before I started investing. I hope this really helps you guys. I mean, do not groupthink too much. Don't go, you know what I'm saying? People like to, I don't know, like in the stock market, it's really weird, honestly. But again, just do what you guys, know what study up, research, take it slow. Don't think you're going to be an overnight success. Most people are not. This is the truth. Most people are not. You're going to end up losing money trading, chasing after things. Don't chase after stocks. Again, that is my 5 things I wish I knew. I hope this really helped you guys out, because I'm telling you, it's helped me out tremendously. I look for great companies to invest into. I see their downturns. I look like right now is perfect time to see what company got hit hard. You don't want to invest into companies that got hit too hard during this corona, honestly, to me. So invest into things that didn't maybe drop too low they're recovering well. And you can look at their balance sheet and see their whole, you can see their liabilities, you can see their income, you can see their assets and stuff like that. And, you can see payout ratio and all those things. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any comments or anything, leave it down below in the comment section. And please again, I'm going to say comment and subscribe. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you guys with another one. I will be dropping a video tomorrow. All right, peace.